Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, Kane's family? What was in the chat? Let me know. Say something in the chat. Right now, I don't see any comments. So let me know that you're in here. Polk County Knoll, if you're watching, this the link is in the chat. You can click it and come on in. All right, so do a couple checks for you guys. All right, so we got Jordan in the building. What's going on, Jordan? J Play, what's good, my brother? BB, what's going on, man? All right, so BB in here. He Gator fan. Gator's looking pretty good. Gator's looking pretty good. Kyle Trask looking pretty good. Right now, his name is on top of the Heisman watch with a lot of SEC teams on there too. Heisman watch number one on the list. Kyle Trask number two. Mac Jones out of Alabama. Justin Fields on there number three out of Ohio State. Trevor Lawrence number four from Clemson. I don't even know why he's still up there like that. They ain't playing no games in a while, and yesterday made it even worse. But Zach Wilson out of BYU, Najee Harris, Alabama, and the wide receiver also from Alabama. He said we fire our own defensive. Did Florida really fire their defensive coordinator? I know a lot of people have been asking for that guy's name. What's his name? I think it's something Birmingham or something like that. I'm not sure his name, but did they really fire him after a win? Or was it just something that was coming along? I know Florida this season. Florida got a good offense, but their defense has been suspect all season. So them firing their defensive coordinator wouldn't be a surprise. All I know is it's kind of crazy, coming down the stretch to fire him, because then you got to go up and Oh, okay. You say we need a fire. Okay. I was gonna say I didn't hear nothing about that. Because if you fire him in the middle of the season like that, who y'all gonna replace him with? Who's gonna, call defensive plays for y'all? Y'all got Alabama coming up pretty soon. I mean, you can literally skip everybody else on your schedule. Tennessee straight dog ass. Tennessee is at this moment. Tennessee is a shame to the SEC, if I must say. They are literally trash. Y'all, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah, sorry about that. The Amazon people just knocked on the door basically. Just a late present for my daughter. Her birthday was yesterday. Okay. If Florida had picked them to win it all. Yeah, I mean their defense has not been there all season. What they should do is swap defense with Georgia. If they swap defense with Georgia, they'll be a nicely favored to win it all. Actually, they could actually beat Alabama that way. But Florida offense looking pretty good. Alabama offense looking even better. So that SEC matchup is going to be crazy to watch. And at this moment, I think either one of them could come out of it. Yeah. Kenneth said We can't defeat Clemson. Nothing else matter. But Kenneth, are you a Hurricane fan? Because right now, there's no division in the ACC. Are you a Hurricane fan or are you a Seminole fan? Because right now, there's no division. We don't have no. It's a one division. There's no Coastal. There's no Atlantic. It's just the ACC in total. So the two top teams with the best records, they'll play in the ACC championship. Which when I'm waiting for Pope to get in, we're gonna talk about the Clemson versus Florida State postponed. Is that Tati Spice? Go. Y'all too nosy. Go sit down. Yeah, but Florida State, man. So Clemson basically they got on a plane. They got all the way to FSU, and then boom, game. They decided that they're gonna cancel or postpone the game. Now Clemson said, okay, if we can't play it today, we can play it Sunday, or we can even play it on Monday. Florida State was like, nope, not gonna play. So what Clemson was trying to do was they was trying to wait out so they could see the results for the other players on the team and everything like that, so they can know if they have enough people to play, who would play or who would be out and stuff like that. They were still ready to play Florida State. That just show you the level that Florida State is at right now. Because if Clemson had a good amount of starters out, they still would have played Florida State. They still had the confidence that they would still annihilate Florida State, to be honest. He say Mullen, good coach. He balling with less talent than everybody. Yeah, Mullen is definitely picking up a little steam. Maybe this season. Well, this season, if he continue playing where he playing, he'll win the East, and then give Alabama a run for their money. Which not gonna count them out yet, but I don't know. That's gonna be a tough battle with Alabama. Yeah, but yeah, everybody disappointed with Florida State, man. Florida State clearly did not want to play that game. I mean, at this moment, the amount of opt-outs that Florida State has, the amount of players that's basically saying we opting out, and a lot of them's not coming back either. So right now, Florida State is probably like half of a team. They're not even It'd be funny to see what they put on the field. Put it like that. Yes, predicting us to play Florida in a bowl game. That could happen. That could happen if Miami went out. If Miami went out the rest of their games, that'll leave us at 10-1. If we still play Georgia Tech, because it's some scenarios. There's some scenarios out there. But the way I see it, Miami could end the season at 10-1, and Clemson and Notre Dame most likely going to play in the ACC championship. If Clemson, for Miami, the best bet right now to even look at an ACC championship is if Clemson drop a game. So if Clemson drop a game, then Miami wouldn't even play Georgia Tech on the 19th. They'd play Notre Dame instead in the ACC championship. So in order for that to happen, Clemson would have to drop a game, which don't look like that's going to happen. I mean, what's going on, Pat? Is a hey, this a Florida State channel, sir? Well, the Florida State guy's supposed to be up in here, but right now we waiting on him. I'm gonna put the thing on back in there again. What's going on with you, Josh? So what do I think we'll do against Florida? Um, it depends. It depends if we come out. If we play Florida and we come out, flat, then Florida's gonna kill us offensively. Defensively, we could keep up with them. You know, I think our defense is much better than Florida's zone. So I think it'll be a close game. But if we come out flat like we've been coming out with these Virginia Techs and Virginia and North Carolina State, then we Florida would probably beat us. There won't be no blowout or anything like that, but they'll probably beat us out. They'll edge us out in that game. But if we come out from the beginning, everybody clicking, then it's gonna be a good game. Put it like that. It'll be a good game. It'll come down to who execute better, which team is less penalized. That's another thing that Miami needs to work on. All them penalties. Moving forward, if we continue to accumulate penalties like the way we've been doing, it's gonna hurt us in the end. So FSU didn't want to catch Clemson. Yeah, man, Clemson. But Clemson was waiting on test results. They was trying to see if they could play y'all today or tomorrow. So they could have waited on them results, and if anything would have happened, they would have just went back home. But y'all just said, forget it. Hell no, we ain't playing them at all. Which, that's tough. They said no one is scared to play Clemson. We play them every year. Well, this year, y'all don't have half of y'all team. So, I mean, everybody expecting them to blow y'all out. So, if they come out there and they do blow y'all out, because, they haven't played anybody since Notre Dame beat them. And Trevor Lawrence haven't played in football in about a month. So, everybody was expecting him to come out and, have a shootout with y'all. Well, not even a shootout, have a game or whatever. Put up some numbers to even try to get back into the Heisman race. But when y'all cancel that game, but it comes with the territory. When stuff like that happen, every fan base, even myself, we're gonna jump on it and we're gonna be like, yup, Florida State scared to play that stuff. So, it comes with the rivalry, man. If anything happened at Florida State, I'm gonna drop a video. I'm gonna clown y'all to the fullest. But at the end of the day, that just comes with the whole rivalry or whatever. Nah, we good, bro. Yeah, we couldn't have no 3-and-outs against Florida. That game that alone would kill us. Our punter would be MVP. He said they was worried about Aiden and oh man. He said how we go up in ranking on a bye week, but don't winning a road game when we're underdogs. Okay, so like I was telling everybody last week, when everybody was panicking when we dropped in the rankings, was panicking that how these teams with 2-0, 3-0, or whatever jump Miami when Miami won the game. Miami beat Virginia Tech by 1 point. Was not impressive because the week before they lost to Liberty, and every other loss that Virginia Tech has taken, it was a blowout. Every loss that Virginia Tech has taken is a blowout. They got blown out yesterday by Pitt. So everybody that beat them, every single L that they got is a loss, is a blowout, except for the loss to Miami, which is a 1-point win. So you got to take all that into consideration. Now, Pitt went out there and blowed them out yesterday. Now, what we can say for Miami was down 13 players. We can say that. That's why we didn't blow them out. We was an underdog, which that was a slap in the face. How are we an underdog to a team that just lost to Liberty, to a team that we got a better record than, to a team that we've been doing better than in everything? Don't tell me that we are underdog just because this school is at home and they're a rivalry. And We should not have been an underdog, and that was a slap in the face to begin with. But to go out there and beat them by 1 point while we're ranked, and then we're ranked 9, number 10, 11, and 12, blow out the teams that they played against. So boom, we dropped to number 12. I saw that coming. I wasn't happy about it, but at the same time, I understand why it happened. But what I've been telling you guys is pay attention to the rankings, because these teams that are ranked ahead of us the week now, just past yesterday, they play each other. So it's going to shake up. We're going to be right back in there. Say Clemson team got Rona. I don't blame Florida State on this one. We'll drop the ball. Clemson blowing. Then we lose. I mean, I've had a couple of Florida State fans that basically said that they pray that they don't play Clemson. They pray that they get postponed. Even Polk County No came on here and he says that he's hoping that game get postponed. When I've made that video yesterday, clowning Florida State a little bit, what's his name? Rose No Blooded said basically thank God, because he was praying that this game get canceled. We got Zoe in the building. What up, Zoe? It's really convenient how you can explain yourself. I asked you a simple question last night and you couldn't explain it. Bro, you talking, but I'm typing. I can't type out everything that I want to say and explain to you. But I when I was typing it to you, I was explaining it. Everything I just said is basically what I would say if I would have got on. But my daughter's birthday party was yesterday, so I couldn't get on with all the noise and everything. But basically, yeah, we beat Virginia Tech by 1 point. They got blown out by Pitt yesterday. They got blown out by every single team on their schedule except for Miami. Every single L that they got came with a blowout except for Miami. Miami beat them by 1 point. Like I said, Miami's excuse for this, we had 13 players out. This season, the committee don't care about that. But as a fan base, we can say, okay, I know why we beat them by 1 point. We had 13 of our key players out, but the committee don't care nothing about that. All they saw was number 10, 11, and 12 blew out the teams that they play. So, boom, they put Miami at 12, and they put these teams ahead of us. Then I'm like, okay, let these people know, stop panicking. Miami's going to play, Georgia Tech, and then these other teams going to play each other, and we'll move up. Georgia Tech got canceled. We ain't playing till the 5th of December. So now we get to sit back and watch these guys, ruin each other. Wisconsin was sitting at number 10. Northwestern sitting at number 19, beat them yesterday. So now Wisconsin dropped. Miami's going to be ranked ahead of Wisconsin. Oregon, they won by 3, but they're not going to drop because, they won by 3, and it is what it is. But what else? Indiana. Indiana was a close game with Ohio State, but nonetheless, they lost, so they're going to drop. So Miami at this point can still sit at home and watch these teams tear each other apart and move back up in the rankings. Now, I understand where the fan base is coming from when they say we should not have dropped in the rankings to begin with. But you just got to go by how this rankings, how it works. It's been going like this forever. Since the BCS, since the college football playoffs and all that other stuff. It's been going like that forever. Last season, when we opened up the game against the Gators was ranked at number 7 in the country. After they beat us by 4 points, which the spread was 7. The Gators was supposed to beat Miami by 7. The Gators end up dropping in rankings. They dropped in the rankings after they beat us. So this is not the first time this kind of thing happened. This happened last season. Said Miami beat Pitt. Yeah, we beat both of them. We beat Virginia Tech by 1, and Pitt went out there and blew them out yesterday. That's what I'm saying. But like I said, y'all could put into the factor that we was down 13 players. That's why we didn't blow them out like everybody else did. I disagree with you, man. Any game that you win on the road, that you are underdog, is an impressive win. I mean, you can say that. I mean, that's your opinion. But at the end of the day, everybody that played Virginia Tech and beat them, except for Liberty and Miami, everybody else that beat them is a blowout. That's all I can say. This is not for you to agree with me. If you disagree with me, I totally understand. But I'm just telling you where I'm coming from and how I assess the whole situation. I asked, bro. You asked me the question and I answered it in bits and pieces. I couldn't sit there and type out everything, but I answered everything that you asked. I answered. Wisconsin shouldn't have been ahead of us after Northwestern loss. Yeah, I mean, Wisconsin right now when they rank, they shouldn't be. They should not be ahead of us. They took a loss. They lost yesterday by 10 points. Indiana, they was impressive, yeah, but nonetheless, they still lost. They're gonna drop. So, like I said, these teams, these Big Ten teams, they barely played any games now. But if you were to go back to if they had start the season on time or start at the same time as the ACC, at the same time as the SEC and all those teams that started earlier, if they would have started that time, they would have been all ranked ahead of us. Because before this whole Corona season stuff, all of them was going to be ranked ahead of us. We wasn't even going to be in the top 25. So that kind of thing you got to keep in mind. Ohio State, before they even played a single game this season, they was in the top 10 the whole time. The whole time. The question was Miami beating Virginia Tech, Miami beat Pitt, and Pitt beat Virginia Tech. So how does it make it better than Miami? So let me ask you this. Everybody in the chat, Pitt beat Virginia Tech yesterday by a blowout. Did they not beat Virginia Tech better than Miami did? I understand Miami beat Pitt. I'm not saying Pitt is better than Miami. I'm not saying that because we already played Pitt and we already beat them. But Pitt beat Virginia Tech by a blowout. Was their win against Virginia Tech not better than Miami's win? Their win was convincing. Our win was a 1-point win. And there's two chances in the fourth quarter at the last 5 minutes that Virginia Tech had the chance to beat us. Miami beat Pitt. So if we blow out Virginia Tech, that means nothing because Miami beat both of them. I'm glad we beat both of them, but at the same time, Pitt beat Virginia Tech better than Miami did. Pitt beat Virginia Tech the way that Miami was supposed to. And we could say that if Miami had all them 13 players that was out, we probably would have beat them the way the way Pitt beat them yesterday. But right now, all we got is a 24-25 win, 1 point. That's why we dropped in rankings. There's no way around it. Yeah, we beat Pitt. Don't get me wrong, we beat them, but it wasn't as great as how Pitt beat them. Pitt beat them convincingly. This score 31-19, we beat them, but they hung around the whole game with us. Say Notre Dame coming in the ACC mess y'all up this year, no doubt about it. Right. Notre Dame coming in, what that does, it gave the ACC 15 teams. So now instead of sitting at 14 with 7 on each side with 2 division, we got 1 division now. Best 2 teams out of the 15. Because now the ACC Coastal and Atlantic, both of them, ain't balanced no more. You would have one side with 8 teams and you'd have one side with 7. If Notre Dame had came in but brought somebody else with them, like maybe a BYU or somebody, then we could have kept it like Coastal and Atlantic, and then we could have played at the end whoever won the division. But if Notre Dame doesn't come in this season, Miami wins. Right now, Miami would be leading in our division. We who would have left? North Carolina. We'd have to beat North Carolina, Georgia Tech, and Wake Forest, and we would have been basically going to the ACC championship to play rematch against Clemson. Um, I think that's a thank you for saying love the show, but I think that's a what you call it profile. I think that's a troll profile. The ranking today is Miami back at 9. Um, Bama is back at number 1, but Bama never lost number 1. Bama ever since Notre Dame beat Clemson, Bama been sitting at number 1. Ohio State is number 2, and Clemson number is at 3. Hold on, let me go check the standings. Why would Clemson jump Notre Dame? And Clemson didn't even play yesterday. Notre Dame didn't play yesterday either. So why would they even jump each other? That don't make no sense. Yeah, that don't make no sense. This the new rankings is out, yeah, but that's not the order they're in. Hold on, let me share this. All right, so the new rankings is Alabama 1, Notre Dame 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4, like they've been for the past couple weeks. Number 5, Texas A&M 6, Florida, Cincinnati 7, BYU 8, Oregon number 9, and Miami at number 10. That's the AP poll. So Miami is in the top 10 again. They're number 10 in the AP poll. Now in the coaches poll, number 1 Alabama, Notre Dame 2, Ohio State 3, Clemson 4. That didn't change. Now over on this side, Florida and Texas A&M, they flipped. So now you got Florida at number 5, Texas A&M at number 6, which I don't know why they would flip them because Texas A&M already defeated Florida. So I agree more with the AP than I do with the coaches. But Cincinnati, BYU, then you got Miami sitting at number 9, Georgia sitting at number 10, and Oregon right outside. And as you can see, Indiana, they fell down to 12, and Wisconsin fell all the way down to 20. Over on this poll, Wisconsin is now at number 18, and Indiana, where's Indiana? Indiana sitting at number 12. So in both polls now, Miami in the AP poll, Miami's at number 10. And in the coaches poll, Miami's sitting at number 9. So like I said, we in the coaches poll, we right back to where we was before all these other teams jumped us. Now in the AP poll, Oregon is still ahead of us because Oregon now is sitting at 3-0, which eventually we'll be right past Oregon again. So y'all just like I've been telling y'all, sit tight because we're gonna jump a lot. We're gonna get, trust me, we're gonna get past all those teams. Yo, what's going on with you, mommy boy? Yeah, man, we cracked the top 10, man. That's crazy. What I'm saying is Miami beat both team, period, but stream key in. That I'll put the key in for you. I was waiting for Pope, but let me see. Did he even? Yeah, the stream key is in the chat. They hate Miami. We got no love. Make it nasty. I mean, it is what it is, man. Right now, we're not blowing out teams the way they, we would want to. But at the same time, I'm not expecting the committee to have pity on us. When we beat a team. Look at the last 3 wins that we got. We beat Virginia Tech by 1 point. We beat North Carolina State by 3 points, and then we beat Virginia by 5 points. So we haven't even beaten none of these teams by a touchdown the last 3 games. What's going on, Zoe?
What's up, man? I don't care if we beat point. Let me say something to you.
Let me ask you something first. Before we talk about this.
You want to let me answer my question?
Wait. Before we talk about this.
Because last night I've asked you this question more than just last night.
Let me ask you something before we start this conversation.
Right.
The person in the chat that has Alonzo.
No, he's a troll. That's Uncle Lou.
All right, I'm gonna block him.
That's Uncle Lou.
If they say anything crazy, I'm gonna block him.
That's Uncle Lou. That's Uncle Lou.
No, I'm gonna block him right now. He already talking crazy. All right, go ahead.
I don't care how many points Miami win by. If you tell me Miami beat every team in the country by 1, right? Every team in the country by 1. They don't drop in the rankings. Okay? That makes absolutely no sense to me. And I told you the same thing last week. And then last night you said being that these teams lost close games, and a lot of the teams that these other teams lost close games, that they should drop, right? Why? I said if you are a team that win a close game, you shouldn't lose. Ohio State won a close game. They shouldn't lose. They should not lose because they won a close. They should not drop in rankings because they won a close game.
That's why let me ask you this: if number 4,
let me finish.
Number 14,
let me finish.
Number 14, go ahead.
Miami beat Pitt and Virginia Tech. In any other sport, I don't give a damn what sport it is. I don't care if it's professional football. If the Dolphins beat a bad Philadelphia Eagle team, a horrible Philadelphia who 0-16 by 1 point, or 0-15 by 1 point, at the end of the year, they're still in the playoffs and they still get their seeding. I don't care any other sport. It don't matter about how you win, it's matter that you win. But all of a sudden when it comes to Miami, because other teams have done that. I remember Clemson barely beating a Syracuse team, who got blew up by everybody. Barely beat them. They won that championship that year. They did not drop in ranking. They kept the same rankings. They did not drop. They definitely dropped 3 spots, but they didn't drop at all. And they barely beat a Syracuse team that didn't have any wins on the season.
Okay, so Henry Lee Axon said all those games that we did win, will we have won it without a transfer quarterback?
What does a win? What does that got anything to do with Henry Lee? Worry about Florida State. Worry about Florida State quitting, giving up on a year. y'all ain't got a quarterback. Henry Lee, worry about that. Y'all ain't got a quarterback, Henry Lee. Not one quarterback. Y'all ain't got you gonna play quarterback for them right now.
They ran away from Clemson yesterday.
They got on that damn horse and that's all I heard yesterday.
Oh man.
They be winning without Trevor. Y'all ain't got a quarterback. Maybe y'all need to get one of our quarterbacks so y'all can win. So y'all can start running.
They can have Tech Martell.
Yeah, they have. Maybe y'all need go get a backup quarterback from BYU or a backup quarterback from SMU or something. Y'all ain't got a quarterback.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, Jay Play. Not the NFL. College is about style points.
I'm not saying but it's not about style points with every team. Because like I said, even the year that Syracuse, I think it was the year that Syracuse beat Clemson. Clemson was still in that championship game. Remember that?
Ed Release said they got future quarterbacks.
Yeah, they got young Jedi.
Oh my God.
Young Jedi. They ain't got a quarterback. They don't have a quarterback on their roster.
Man, right now the whole team is opting out.
The whole team. They only got enough players to play.
Speaking of that, it's gonna get worse for them because they just cut their budget $20 million more for their sporting departments.
Them niggas gonna be throwing. They're gonna be wearing throwback jerseys. They're gonna be wearing. Hey, t2y. They're gonna be wearing throwback jerseys last year. The only difference is they're gonna have all the former players bring their jerseys and donate it to the school.
They ran away from Clemson yesterday. They should have took that game and took the little money they would have got.
Hey, they're gonna be wearing the old pants from back in the day. Remember the big pants?
And release the king is fool's gold.
They might well switch with UCF, man. Put UCF in their spot in the ACC, man.
Oh man.
Oh my God. I don't feel sorry for Florida State at all.
Man.
At all. They getting exactly what they deserve. By fine. I guess that black coach wasn't as bad as they say he was.
Yeah. They should have gave Willie more time. Should have let him shot last season. And this
Karma
season,
is a bitch. Karma is a bitch.
Played all them players that he had recruited for them.
Karma is a bitch. Karma's a bitch. Yeah, I feel no sympathy for Florida State. But now it's an argument to be had. Now I don't mind a debate. That's why I say we debate. People act like we get mad at each other if we debate something. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. t2y ain't mad. We debate something.
Henry in here.
Henry Lee.
What they do?
Y'all ain't even got a quarterback, man. Y'all ain't got a team, man. Y'all gonna have Deion saying them. They gonna have to donate their jerseys and everything, so y'all gonna have throwback uniforms next year because y'all ain't got no money out there.
Man, we in Florida.
You gotta say them a short. You gotta say them a short.
You know it's out here in Florida. We got money, so
listen, save them a short, bro.
The boosters ain't showing up.
They done cut 20 million. 20 million is a lot of money. I mean, 20 million, bro.
It's a lot of money, though, but what? Man, we got the bread down here, Zo.
Yeah, man. Do me a favor.
You want to go to talking to politic money. Of course, they're going to make it look like this, but I'm talking about the money under the table, so it's bread down here. We ain't heard
Listen, man. Say them that short, man.
Say who?
For one of the coaches from next year, because they're going to need that short. They ain't going to be able to buy a pack of Newport or no blacks.
Hey, yeah, I get you. I got you. But can't we have a serious conversation?
You asked a question, will we be winning without a transfer quarterback? So you started it. I'm asking the question, do y'all even have a quarterback?
I asked the honest question. That's not
an honest question because whether he a transfer portal quarterback or not, he on our team. The question last night when Ohio State running back got hurt, guess who ended up getting them key first down? A transfer portal running back.
Yeah, I mean, but it is what it is. I'm not talking shit that y'all got a transfer quarterback. I'm just saying that is what it is.
Do I think we'll be winning? You can't answer me that question because I think the Coach Perry would be winning. I think we will be winning. I think we'll have the same record. Listen. Do not ask a question. Do not ask the question, and when I answer, get mad at the answer I give you. That don't make no sense. That's the reason why I didn't want to answer it. That's why I didn't want to answer it because I knew you was gonna get mad at my answer. So what do you answer if you want to throw a temper tantrum on the question when I answer the question?
Go ahead, you right, because I'm gonna answer. Go ahead.
I answered the question for you. I said I think we have the same record. Come on. I bet y'all would be happy to have Perry right now.
Huh?
I bet y'all be happy to have Perry right now.
I would. I would take Perry. I did talk to that. I ain't got nothing against Perry.
So why would I answer the question? Why would I answer the question?
I was surprised that Perry is not y'all starting quarterback at this moment, long as he been there. I seen potential Perry when he first started. When he first got there.
Why would I answer the question? You said,
no, but I mean, not saying that. Listen, you through saying what you had to say?
Hold on. Hey, EJ Jones, don't call nobody garbage on this channel, boss.
Is that EJ Emmanuel, little brother?
Oh no.
He's going to EJ Jones. I don't think no college player that's a starter. Whether you, I don't think no college. If you made it to that level, NCAA Power 5, and you a starter, you're not garbage. You might not be as good as some people want you to be. There ain't no way you garbage and make it to that level, bro. Nah, you can't be good. Might not be good, but you ain't garbage. I don't understand, but you make it to that level. Most people call players garbage, like ain't made it to no level and they were like ain't even started on the high school team.
Why y'all made them boys come all the way down there, man, and then send them packing?
Man, we can't help because they had COVID. Damn, that's the time we living in.
They had them results.
It's bad.
They could have got them results today.
We ain't trying to let it in our facility, though.
They wanted to play y'all. They wanted to play y'all today or tomorrow. Them results would have been in.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna agree with Henry Lee. Ain't no way I'd have played them.
They wasn't around y'all team at all, though.
Listen, if we would have played them, then we would have got bashed because the same report would have came out about Clemson tested positive for COVID. Then we let them in our damn facilities and shit. So we would have got bashed anyway.
No, but what Clemson is saying is they was gonna play the game today or tomorrow.
What was the difference? What's the difference from yesterday and today?
They would have found out the result for that player.
Clemson can't dictate when they want to play the game. Clemson can't dictate when they want to play the game. Clemson should have been more prepared. It's like you see what Miami did. You see what Miami did. T2y. We tested positive. We shut out for 3 weeks.
But that wasn't just Miami. That was the teams also that we got on the schedule. So they've been having the same issues.
I'm saying, but Miami shut it down. Miami said we're not playing.
That's what I you talking about what we did. Damn, if I recall, y'all them canceled for a week or two, ain't you?
We canceled for 3 weeks. Miami was we canceled for 3 weeks. Yeah,
so what the hell is that's what I be saying about T2Y, man. He just say green ass shit.
No,
that's green.
What do you mean though?
What's by canceling the game because of DJ virus? Hey, listen. I just read this video, and I don't mean to bring this up because I know what the deal is with Zola and Uncle Lou. But I was just watching the video where Uncle Lou was talking about how the hell y'all done canceled three damn games down the damn road.
I said that it's being smart. At least we ain't losing them like Georgia. I mean,
put it like this, Henry Lee. Miami and Florida State is well known in the YouTube world. So when anything happened in Miami or Florida State,
in the world period,
Uncle Lou is gonna talk about it. We know.
You see how I killed Uncle Lou with the redneck video last night when I went live at the end of my show.
Hey, Zo, Uncle Lou said just because you bought a chair just like him, that still don't make you Uncle Damn Lou.
And I said I ain't buy this chair. He brought it to my house. I got a picture of him sitting in my house. I got a picture of him. You got to go watch the end of my video. Go watch the end of my video yesterday. Go watch the end of my before you talk and take one side. Go watch the end of my video yesterday. I murdered him yesterday.
I ain't taking no. I watched your video too, so damn, you know I keep up with your shit.
Did you watch the end of it?
I don't know if I watched the end, but I know I watched a bit of it though.
Go watch the end of it when I got the music playing in the background. I got him in my house. He was in my house. He brought me the show. He dropped it off.
Oh no, I ain't see that. I ain't see that part.
Go watch the end of it. Yeah, go watch the end of it. Go watch the last minute and a half of it. Go watch the last minute and a half. Matter of fact, you can go do that and then come back in the chat, tell what you think. Go back and go do it and then come back in the chat, tell what you think.
Man, I already know. I already got an idea, so I watched a lot of your shit.
Huh?
Did I get him last night, T2y?
Oh, that music video?
Yeah. I'm talking about the one at the end of my video. Not the one I posted, the one at the end of my video, the one at the end of my live stream.
Oh, which live? No, I wasn't on that long.
Yeah, go to the end of that one. Go to the end of that live stream and see how I killed him.
Oh,
go to the end of that live stream. Matter of fact, go pull it up and you can pull it up T2y and I think it's the last minute and change. I think like the last minute and change, somewhere around there. Last 2 minutes.
You see, now, that's why I told you I'm gonna get my popcorn now. That's why I told you.
You know why I did that though, right? Because of what he said about me stealing his chair. That's why I did it. You'd have kept me out of mouth. You know, actually why I did it. Actually, why I did it is because he's sitting there trolling on my account, and they put my number back out.
Boy.
They put my number back. They put my phone number back out there, but they put my dummy number out there. Stupid.
Hey, so I seen your video you did the other morning. I said, man, so quiet. I said, man, it's 30 motherfucking green, 5 o'clock in the morning. So out this bitch going on.
He should have been messing with. He should have been messing with a little kid. 3 point blank.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
Y'all a trip, man.
20 degrees out there in South Carolina, and you out there talking. You fired. It's 20 degrees outside and you fired.
I'm outside.
Off coverage. I mean, we played the whole game.
Which part is it?
Great game, but I don't like to see all this off coverage stuff and things like that.
It's at the end. It's like the last. It's that like.
You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that
like 101.55.
But I am about to get up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Like 101.50. You're right up in there. Right up in there. Just back up a little more. Back up a little bit more. Right.
Before I get up out of here, man.
Right there. Just stop right there.
Yeah, we like a drink and party on the boat. Yeah, rednecks, some wild ass.
Nah,
It ain't illegal unless you get out. It's a redneck. Got a cold paycheck. Oh, I bet you see it, boys.
He in my house.
Redneck. Yes, you want to cut your boy. Yes, you want to cut your boy. It's bringing out his own toys. Redneck. Yeah, we like smoke. Yeah, we like a drink and party on the boat. Yeah, redneck. Some wild ass folks talking shit on the scene. When we coming at your folks, yo, redneck.
Oh man.
I'ma keep it lit, I'ma keep it lit, party all night. I'ma keep it lit, yeah. I got to keep it lit, back in the wood. I'ma keep it lit, work hard like
What's that?
I'ma keep it lit, yes, I'm good. I'ma keep it lit, I got to keep it lit, thoroughbred redneck down on rapper, and a lot of y'all folks still call me a cracker. I'm a storm cloud coming in and bring it down to every rack. Redneck boy, and I'ma put it on
My bad.
Y'all say, we say,
My bad. What we gotta do with this?
y'all say, give me that, and we say, please, listen, y'all eat oatmeal and we eat cheese. We do it for the shot. I sit up there, bro. I was workers in the party all night. Sort of Jim Jack Johnny and them makers smart. For them little country towns and the trailer park. Redneck. And I'ma rip it till I die. A lot of y'all folks still really can't see why. We gotta keep it real while the wait one. We the purest in the world and they can't take that.
That's all you got. That's everybody talking about more.
You get ready.
I'ma keep it real.
You follow around though.
Keep it real. I got to keep it real.
Yeah, the chat dying too.
Keep it real. Work hard like I should. I'ma keep it real. Yes, I'm good. I'ma keep it real. I got to keep it real. Yeah, like a drink. Yeah, like a stove. Crank some little standard. Hit the dirt.
You know, see, I'm putting Uncle Lou in here. Uncle Lou is not going to Uncle Lou. The rest of the show, all these dedicated movies. Fuck boy. Uncle Lou, you the man. What it do? Uncle Lou.
Oh man.
Thank you for delivering the chair to my house, man. Appreciate you delivering the chair to my house.
The man was in my house. You're still in my house, right? The man in my house, man.
Hey, I'm gonna say this right here though. If you notice, right? If you notice, y'all notice this right here, pillows behind his head. I took the pillows off. When he sent it to me, I took the pillows off of it because I didn't want my hair to fall out. And I put the pillows on. I made footstools out of the pillows. I made a footstool out of the pillow because I didn't want. That's not what I wanted. So I made a footstool out of the redneck. Out of here,
Oh man.
Hey, boy, you know you in the lab right now whipping some shit up.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Because I pay attention to how he move. He really can't. He's nowhere near as good an editor as T2y. He what he does is the exact same thing. He doesn't use OBS. What he does is the exact same thing T2y showed me how to do on an amateur level. He does it on an amateur level. T2y and Coach Hoop do that shit on professional levels. You see what I'm saying? So he don't rip nothing up. He does shit on the amateur league. I've seen how he do it, and that's why I was able to. And I didn't. And my thing is, I went in the lab doing it. I did that shit fresh straight while I was live. No lab, no nothing. Fresh straight while I'm live. Now,
freestyle.
I was on YouTube live when I pulled that last night. No lab, no nothing. No mixing it up, no nothing. No editing, no nothing. I did that shit exactly how my little bro showed me how to do it. T2y showed me how to do it, and he showed me how to do it the day before. And I did that day. Uncle Lou, it takes him 3-4 hours to put something like that together.
You see that, Henry?
You see how he did that?
Boom.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Don't get too happy now, because you're gonna have to call me Green Man after this one.
Yeah, I know.
Boom.
Yeah.
But you see how he put it. You see how he just put it together. Uncle Lou can't out talk me. He can't out trash talk me.
Oh man.
He can't out trash talk me.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to my son team on your live, Green Guy. A shout out to my son Little League team, the Jaguar. They won the championship Wednesday night.
Oh, that's a great accomplishment. You know what, man? You need to take your son Little League team and put some FSU uniforms on them and send them out to the play.
Hey, it'll be a few of them. They'll be playing for the Seminoles in a few years.
They can be playing right now.
Oh man,
don't play for the Seminoles.
They can be playing right now.
Don't do them like that, man.
They'll be playing for the Seminoles in a few years.
They don't need no years. They can start.
Send them down south. Don't even do them like that.
No. Hey, I'm gonna say it like this, dog. Like, if my son do go somewhere, wherever he go, I'm gonna ride with him.
Hey,
you always do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride with him. Whether it's the Gators, the Canes, Seminoles, Clemson, whatever.
And you know what? And being they're your sons, I ride with them too. If you tell me your son play for the Gators, I'm gonna ride with. I ain't gonna ride with the Gators, but I'll ride with your son. That's flat out.
Yeah, he doing his thing. He up and coming, man. He up and coming.
How old is he?
Most valuable player in there, yeah. Most valuable player.
How old is he?
Why would I dye my beard, Uncle Lou? Why would I dye my beard? This is intelligence. Why would I'm asking Uncle Lou beard. Why would I dye my Uncle Lou's shit? Why would I dye my beard, bro? This is intelligent. This is all wisdom and intelligence. I ain't fake. Why I'm gonna put food color in it? Why I'm gonna put food color in my beard, bro? I earned this grade. I earned this shit here, homie. You wouldn't know nothing about it because you ain't earned it. I earned this, bro. This is wisdom. I earned this shit right here. Why don't you get off Uncle Lou's? Why don't you get off Uncle Lou's nuts sitting on his chair? Why don't you do that? Get off Uncle Lou's nutsack. Oh my God. People want you to be real, but they want you to dye your beard at the same time. I earned this wisdom. I actually used to dye it inside. I used to use that Beijing. And so I woke up in the hotel one morning, all that shit was on somebody's pillow. And I was like, man,
took over the whole chat.
Huh?
I said, Uncle Lou peeps took over the whole chat.
Oh, they I'm telling you, man, listen, that's not Uncle Lou peeps. Uncle Lou got about 30 or 40 troll accounts. Like, serious, he got like 30, 40 troll accounts. And he'll sit there, he ain't got none of, both his knees broke. He made of glass. So he can't walk around too long. So the only time he walks around is when he do a YouTube video, a short YouTube video. He walk around. Every other time you see him sitting, you never see him walking. Because he made of glass. So he got enough time to sit there and just make up troll accounts. He just makes up troll accounts. Make some trouble. Make some trouble. And he'll come. You can block him on one. He'll come right back in with another one. That's what he do. That's what he do. But like I said, y'all see the picture. You can put the picture back up. You see a picture of him in my house. In my the man that's breaking the entering. The man is in my house, bro. The man was in my house. That's breaking. I didn't invite that man. Now he's in my house. That's breaking the entering, man. That's illegal, man. That's B&E, man. I ain't invited him. Y'all see him standing in my house with the same my 1219 and my U behind me with my Michael Irvin and my Ray Lewis jerseys behind me. And I ain't get in my house. I ain't let him in my house. I deliver the chair. He worked for Rent-A-Center at the time. Or renting the roll. And me deliver me the chair. And he stole one of their trucks and delivered the chair out here. Dumb man. That boy's so stupid.
Oh, bro. Don't like that shit, boy. You gotta tell. We don't like that shit.
I don't like that. You know what bought me this chair? You know that white dude Scott that be on all the time? You know that dude Scott and Scott has the exact same chair. And everybody know my favorite colors. And even AR10 got your favorite color, red and black. That's my favorite color, bro. I mean, what? That's my favorite color. Everything I got is black and with red on it.
That shit, that's me too. That's me, Zoe. That's what I want. Red and black.
Exactly. So
Showtime, Mike, you don't bump your head, boy.
What'd he say?
Talking about Georgia football better than Florida football.
You know what? It's not, but it's a good rivalry. Georgia-Florida game is always a good rivalry. It's always a good rivalry. That's a great rivalry, and it always down right around by the Panhandle. It's a great rivalry. I love that rivalry. That's the best rivalry in high school football. The Georgia-Florida game. That Georgia-Florida high school game. That's a great rivalry.
Look at this. Relevance 1980 equals 2001. These Georgia fans, they be reaching.
How you go from 40 years to 19 years to 40? I'll tell you what, you ask any person if they did penitentiary time, they got set up for 50 years, would they rather do 40 or would they rather do 19 or 20?
Right now, Georgia's serving a life sentence.
I'm just saying, bro. Ain't nobody. Hey, Uncle Lou Chair ain't even been alive long enough to see them.
Oh, boy, they gotta account to my Uncle Lou's chair.
Man.
That's Uncle Lou. That's Uncle Lou.
They facing a life sentence right now without parole.
You know what bugged me out about it? Now you think about it. Hey, think about this here, man, Harry Lee. Think about this here. How bad am I in his head that he got to do shit like this? How bad am I in his head?
Yeah, shit, y'all in each other head.
No. I'm not mad at nothing he doing. Like I said, the only thing I got mad at is when he went at Young Jedi is when I got pissed off. When he went at Young Jedi.
Nah, this shit go way back before that, so.
No, but I let it go. You know what I'm saying? When he did what he did to Young Jedi is when I got pissed off. He said I made 4 videos. The videos I made is him kept talking shit about Miami. So it was on a Miami level. I said, come holler at me. I'll come on your show, whatever. But why? Only way your show is relevant is if you talk about Miami, which is true. That's the only way the show is relevant is when you talk about Miami. Period. So I said, holler at me. And then Young Jedi went over there, who's a protege of mine. Young Jedi went over there and he hung up on him. And he talked shit to him and he hung up on him. You disrespected that's like my little bro. So yeah, I went off. Because he a bully. He a bully.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Because he a bully. So that's why I went off. At the same time, though, bro, you don't see me making troll accounts. You know what I'm saying? Talking about or me sending people to troll him. I ain't gotta do that. I'm winning. I'm winning.
The Ohio State Indiana game. I thought Ohio State would have blown them out too, but at the end,
I didn't think that. Indiana's been good for a couple of years. It's just they're not on Ohio State level. I'm glad
Ohio State beat them by 7 though, because if they would,
I think what people are not understanding is these are all divisional games. None of these teams have had these little warm-up cupcake games. These are all divisional games, and any divisional game can go any way. Because they play each other every year in and year out. Even though Ohio State done beat Indiana 26 straight, a lot of them games have been close. You think about it, when Florida State was on top and Miami was on the bottom, those games were still close. You know what I'm saying? Miami, and in the history of that rivalry, there's not that many blowouts. You see what I'm saying? No matter who's been good or bad. These are all divisional games. Indiana playing Ohio State. They play them every single year. Division game, Power 5 school. Both of them got Power 5 players. They recruit the same recruiting rounds a lot. A lot of players could play for Indiana, could start for Indiana, that play for, could start for Ohio State, that play for Indiana. You see what I'm saying? So these games, bro, go look. I guarantee, go look at last year. Ohio State didn't blow them out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not like, but Indiana's not a bad football program. Illinois is a bad football program. You know what I'm saying? Indiana's not a bad football program.
No, man.
So when we look at this stuff, man, it's like we look at the name of a school. Like, yeah, you gotta look at this here too. How many times when Florida State was good, really, how many times teams played them close just because they were playing Florida State?
Yeah.
Every team gets up to play Miami.
Yeah.
When Miami coming to town, these teams they don't like. I can guarantee you, Virginia Tech didn't get up to play Pittsburgh the way they got to play Miami. These teams, that's a Super Bowl a lot of times. Even if Miami ain't good, that's still their Super Bowl. Because they want to beat Miami and pull out they new turnover chains and stuff like that. Miami got a bounty on them, bro. Every team that play Miami is going to play Miami tough. Every team that play Miami, except for Florida
State. You see, they pulled out the bone.
Yeah, I won't say that to them. Listen, Miami done changed. Hey, Florida State had a purse last year. Florida State had the door Explorer purse, backpack. They had the backpack. I mean, Miami trendsetters. Let's be real about it. They're trendsetters. Everybody wants to do what Miami does, man. So they want to beat Miami. I guarantee every team is proud except for Florida State and Florida. When they play Miami, watch the 30 for 30 documentary. I bet you all play Miami.
Yeah, but the same thing you saying, though, you can say the same thing for FSU, though.
I said FSU first. See, you in
you can say the same, man. It's like you say right now, FSU down, but every team we go play, that's still like a Super Bowl for them.
Did I not say that, t2y?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I said that.
Yeah. I mean, I throw the Gators in there too, man, because history is what it is, man. You ain't gonna never.
The Gators a little different, though.
Backpack. On the backpack, loaded up with things and
Emily, you gotta get
anything that you might need, I got inside for you.
It is what it is.
Oh my God!
Hey, when I had to throw. I think I made a meme for that one. All right, this crazy. But nah, the reason why I say Florida State is because of the rivalry that Florida State has. How many times you see? Even if Florida, the Gators have a close game, it never. Everybody remembers all of Miami Florida State close games. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody remembers them. Like them games are like epic. Those are epic games, man. And it's not too many teams that had it. You can throw
Y'all go to your room.
You can throw Miami, Florida State, epic games, Notre Dame, Ohio State with some epic games. But it's only a handful of teams that you could throw and remember epic games. And Miami, Florida State got 10 of their own playing each other. You see what I'm saying? 10 of their own playing each other epic games. Like other teams can't say it. Other teams can't look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when these teams get to play these teams, this is Super Bowl. We gotta beat Miami. Yeah. If they lose to Miami, when they gonna play Miami as tough as they can, bro. That's just what they're gonna do, man. They gonna play Miami as tough as they can. They're gonna play Florida State as tough as they can because they want to beat you while you down.
Yeah.
Because they know they can't beat you when you get back up.
That's why it don't even bother me, man, because I know we down. You know, it is what it is.
And I know we get back up. I ain't say we did it.
But it's still that, you know, that's still to be known, though. Like you say, I've been saying that. Teams enjoying that shit right now.
Oh, yeah, because I'm going to tell you this shit. I'm enjoying some of it because y'all enjoyed it when we was down. Boy, I used to hear it. Oh, my God.
Man,
Henry
already know I'll be keeping the break.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. For about the first 3 years, probably yeah. But after that, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I started. It wasn't fun no more. You know what I'm saying? It just.
But the rival one now, I feel you.
It wasn't fun no more, and by y'all being down, we was getting disrespected by y'all being down. Cause you know what I'm saying? It hurt us too. So that's why after 2 years, I ain't like to see that shit like that, man. I was hoping y'all get bite to some, you know what I'm saying? Cause that shit wasn't cool, dog. Cause we would lose respect. You know, like it's time for us to play y'all. Miami ain't nothing, and Florida State. That shit wasn't fun. You know what I'm saying? We ain't getting no respect off that. It didn't help us in ranking wise or none of that shit. So
especially when
that's why I be telling people when I make these troll videos, don't take me serious. Because at the same time, I still want to see Florida State back on top. Because beating them when they down, we don't get no cool points for that.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what we went through. That's what we went through 4 or 5 years of that shit.
I don't think you see like Miami video makers trolling Florida State too much when we beat y'all. Because it's a different respect level.
Shit, Green guy do.
Nah, he ain't troll you. He ain't troll y'all like he do Georgia.
He know I be tearing Florida State up, man.
But he ain't troll y'all.
That's for entertainment purposes.
You do Georgia worse.
But you know what I came to realize though, man, t2y young. If he know the history of Florida State, he wouldn't be trolling like that. He young. He don't even know.
He said he don't know the history. He said he got similar. Because
he don't know the history.
He got 4. I think he know his history. I think he know his history.
He don't even really know the history of Miami. He just know the past decade or so, a decade and a half. That's about all t2y know. He don't even know Miami like that, really.
He done stumped me a couple times. He done got me a couple times. When I say
he do his homework. Yeah, he do his homework. He might go look some shit up, but I'm talking about physically, and I'm talking about physically in the president's mind. He don't know the history of Florida State and Miami.
I was in Pasadena 2001. I was there for that game.
Now, see, I started watching football in '98.
Nah, you might have was watching it, but you ain't know what the hell you was watching though.
But you might have was sitting on the couch.
You might have was sitting on the couch with your uncle or your daddy watching it, but you ain't know what the hell you was watching.
Yeah, see, when I was young,
how old was you in '98? How old was you in '98, t2y?
About 9 years old.
Yeah, he was sitting with people. He was sitting with
you say when? 98?
Yeah, he was. He was sitting with people.
Back then, I wasn't keeping up with no players' names or nothing like that. Or
he didn't even know what a first down was back then.
Watch out, man.
I played
you remember the 01
touchdown. When they get in there and everybody go to Island, you know the bitch go to touchdown. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying you were just young. You just young.
So you was 12. You was 12 when we won our last championship. Yeah. You remember that national championship game?
He didn't even watch that game. He didn't even watch it.
He don't put up on YouTube.
I watched that game.
I was in the building. I was in Pasadena. That was the last game I went to with my granddad. I was in the building.
Hey, I bet you were asleep. I bet you were asleep before the game went off, t2y.
Nah, man.
I bet you were asleep.
There was too much noise in the house for me to be asleep.
I remember where I was at that night. I was locked up. I remember that night. I watched that game locked up.
Oh, you missed a good game, man.
No, he was like, he said he watched it locked up.
No, I watched it. We watched it. We watched it.
There probably was a couple of fights in the prison. You was in the county, you was in the pen.
I was in the county.
I bet you a couple of fights in the county after that game, huh? Somebody owed somebody some money.
Yeah, we watched that game. I remember where I was. It's certain shit you don't forget where you was at, bro. I remember where I was at. I was locked up watching that motherfucker.
Yeah, he remember the fights after the game. He remember the fights in that cell block. Joker ain't
they don't want to pick up no suits. They done betted no suits around the boys. They don't want to pick up.
Joker, I said Joker didn't want to knew the prices. Joker, man, that was on that 3-4 suit. He only wanted to get one. You know what I'm saying? Don't bet no money when you locked up. If you ain't got it, don't bet if you ain't got it.
They bet no air.
Don't bet if you ain't got it, bro. You ain't got it. I'm telling you, I don't care how good you can fight. I don't care how good you can fight. It's gonna be 6 of them coming. It's gonna be 6 of them out in that door. You gonna come on them suit. They trying to have them a party up your suit.
Yeah, make old 9 gulag.
Exactly. They don't. I've been to jail a couple times. I know how that is.
Old 9 gulag.
Yes, sir. All you and your homeboys. Get your cover in sausage, just cut it up. You know what I'm saying? Get your hot water and tea bag.
And crunch the Cheetos up for the cheese.
Throw the Cheetos up. Throw a little cheese over the top of it.
Oh boy. Oh, nice.
Eating Mexican with my family live popped up. We doing Thursday. What that? Who was Golden Blue dude? Who that? T2y, who Golden Blue dude? The first time I'm seeing him. Panama Jack, what's good, Panama Jack?
Golden Blue dude, he's a West Virginia.
But that string yard killed my damn battery.
String yard killed everybody, man.
He's a West Virginia fan. He does college videos. He pretty good, man. I invited him over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm finna order me some oysters, man. Go eat me some oysters.
Damn, I missed it. Oh my God, you can't
try to collab with him in the future. He pretty good at what he does.
Yeah, I got the Tennessee video maker. He was on last night. He used to work with Lou. Matter of fact, he helped found Lou. Yeah, I think that's why Lou got so mad. Chris, you know, on H2Y Chris, whatever. I would do it, man. But you know,
talking about AP Carter.
Yeah, AP Carter. Yeah, you know, that's the real reason why Lou got mad, right? Because AP Carter was on my show the other night. That's the real reason why he got mad, bro. Yeah, he did not like that shit at all. Cause you know AP Carter real tight with Lou co-host. Like him and AP Carter, like that's like AP. He called AP Carter his son. Like they real tight.
You talking about BVD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch them all the time. Some late nights when I be flipping through my phone.
Yeah, Lou ain't like that shit. That's why he really got mad.
Yeah, Golden Blue dude, Thursday when I do the live, you can come on in. We could do it like the way you see it right now. You'll be on the screen with me, and we could talk some college football. This week gonna be tough for Miami.
I actually got through this week right here good. I'm about to get up off here, man. I gotta go find something.
All right, man.
Hey, man, love, man. Keep the channel going. Hey, Golden Blue dude, man. Welcome to the t2y family, man. All y'all be safe, man. All y'all be safe, man. It's gonna be a slow week, T2y. That's what's gonna be. It's gonna be a slow week. But y'all be safe, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be slow, and then on the week after too.
Yeah, at least we got Thanksgiving coming up, so be all right. Y'all be safe though. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, man. Yeah, you say I should have seen Miami in the 80s. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for me. I was fortunate for me. I was born in 88, but unfortunately, you know, as a baby, the 80s didn't mean nothing to me when it comes to college football in Miami. I would have to, you know, go back, watch history, and then appreciate it for what it is. Let me see. It said trash for Heisman. I've been seeing that a lot. I mean, Trash has been looking. I mean, I keep calling them Trash. Trask has been looking good, but I wouldn't be surprised if he continued playing the way he went, the way he playing and winning games like that. He has a great opportunity. I mean, only person that stands in his way right now is him and his team. So Alabama is the most complete team in college football right now. That I can agree with you on. I don't have no room to argue. Alabama's been showing up each and every week, blowing out teams that they're supposed to. High competition. They've been, sticking it to them. So it's going to be interesting to see when they play Florida how that game turn out. Because I'm not going to say Florida is no, walk in the park. When is Miami getting their own? Oh, you asking dumb questions. Y'all keep asking us when we gonna get our own stadium. Okay, we don't have an on-campus stadium. We don't have our own stadium. But what we do have is a Super Bowl. Do you realize that the Super Bowl was just played in Miami, right? You do realize that's where Miami played, where the Super Bowl was just held. I'm just saying. He said, first playoff ranking come out Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking real forward to that, man. I'm not gonna make no videos or anything about it, but I'm gonna sit back and watch that. And when you drop your videos, I'll watch it. Y'all give me 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, my kids, they out of control right now. He said, "Call another man trash" is funny. I mean, unfortunate for him, his last name is just so close to where even if I say Trask, a lot of people will still probably think I'm calling him trash, which I'm not. It is what it is. I mean, like I said, man, I try not to call any players trash or garbage or whatever. I mean, it is what it is. We don't even got space to build a damn soccer. Man, like I said, that's why I don't bother with half the people that, that's why y'all ain't got your own stadium. So what? So what? Come down to Miami and get beat in the Super Bowl stadium. Plain and simple. Come down to Miami and feel what a Super Bowl stadium feels like. I give Florida credit; they're a good team, but I think Saban draw up a scheme. Yeah, and it's another thing too. Saban old assistants, none of them really ever they always come up short against them. They just can't get over the hump. They can't beat them. I think dudes like 20 something, 28, 29 and 0 against his old assistants. They just can't beat them. See, I love the Irvin jersey. I have a replica Nike one. Look different. Yeah, thank you, man. That this behind me, it's a green screen. It's not real. I'm not trying to, let nobody think this is real. It's not real. It's a green screen behind me. Basically, when I decided to do the show, I got a green screen that I do editing a lot of the videos and stuff like that. My setup is right in front of the green screen. So I decided that I'm gonna find something that represent Miami to the fullest, and that's that picture behind me. This represent Miami to the fullest. You got the helmets on the side over here. It's Miami all the way, man. So what up, Nick? How you doing, boss? All right, so let's take a look at some of these games that went down yesterday. I don't think Pope's gonna be making it today. So if anybody wants to come in and join me, I'm gonna put the link in the chat so we could discuss some of these games that went down. So the link is in the chat for anybody who wants to come in. Basically, we're gonna go over the games that happened yesterday, and then we're gonna talk about the games that are playing next week. What's going on with you, Gerald? Yeah. If you want to come on in, you can join. So I'm gonna pull up the games from yesterday, and we're gonna go over those. All right, so we'll start this off in the ACC. So what you got is Syracuse versus Louisville, 30-0. You know, Syracuse is sitting at 1-8, 1-7 in conference. You know, Louisville 3-6, 2-6 in conference. At the beginning of the season, Louisville had so much hopes and aspiration, but as you can see right now, they didn't live up to the hype. 9 games in, and they're 3-6. So Louisville started off. They was like ranked number what? We was ranked 17, and they was ranked 18 when we play them, something like that. So Louisville's whole season has went down the hill. North Carolina versus Liberty. Now Liberty took their first loss. They're sitting at 8-1, but North Carolina State 15-14. North Carolina State could have lost that game. If Liberty field goal didn't get blocked, this would have been a total different story. Now, let's say they make that field goal. Liberty would have been up 17-15, and North Carolina State would have had like maybe a minute and around 15 seconds to work with. So that game could have been totally different. Liberty could have pulled it off, a 2-point win, and they would have been basically undefeated against ACC teams. Crazy. Speaking of, this is one of the controversies that's going on with Miami right now. What's going on, boss?
Hello.
How you doing, man? I see you had a Louisville thing on there. So, what's your thoughts on that Louisville game?
It was a nice way to get back in the winning column, but I think we could have did better. We obviously had a chance against Virginia. That didn't happen. So I think the defense does its part. It's just the offense needs to do its part as well. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
I mean, we have the talent. It shows that we can smoke Syracuse, but that's Syracuse. But it shows we have the talent. We just don't use it correctly.
Okay. And what's your thoughts on Virginia Tech losing the Pitt the way that they did? 47-4, total blowout and annihilation.
What, Pittsburgh's 5-4? I thought there was like 3-4. I'm shocked, but I'm happy. Because both of our teams played them. My team nearly came back against them. Your team just came back against Virginia Tech. So congrats to Pittsburgh. Virginia Tech is not doing so well.
Yeah, to me it was a slap in the face last week when we did play them, and they had us as an underdog after the week before they lost to Liberty, and the record that they have right now. It was, slap in the face, basically.
Yeah. What do you think about if Florida State would have played Clemson, even though they would have got smothered?
I thought Florida State would have got totally beat.
They probably wouldn't even scored.
Clemson would have beat the pulse out of Florida State yesterday. Florida State canceling that game was the best thing Florida State could do.
I know you're just saying that because of your rivals with them. So.
No, I ain't saying it because of that. I'm saying it because they don't have a quarterback right now. Jordan Travis is pretty much out. Blackman opted out. Then Chuba Purdy opted out. They don't have a quarterback.
You might need to use a running back as a quarterback or something.
Half of their receivers hit the portal. Half of their defensive linemen, opt out. They don't really have a team.
And they said they was going to be good this year. I don't know what happened. They said they was going to be good this year. I said, no, y'all going to be the same team.
I've been told all
and Miami we're going to be better than you. Silly.
I've been told all season that we're going to be better than Miami. We're going to beat Miami. Trust me,
Y'all
I've been doing Florida State versus Miami shows all week, all season. So I've been hearing it from all Florida State fans. Oh, we're gonna beat the brakes
They
off.
came to beat Georgia Tech. They chose against Georgia. That's like 2 years right now. The teams that they should have won, that didn't happen. So I'm just shocked. And then people are talking. I mean, yes, people did expect Louisville to be like a decent team, but that didn't happen. But I can't talk. But at least we're better than Florida State. I will say that. I'm happy. We only got us 2 more games left, and then we'll be. I think we can bounce back next season. Miami's going to be the same, probably undefeated, except for if they face Clemson.
All right. See,
I respect Miami, but I hate them when we have to face them every time, though. I'm not going to lie to you about that.
Yeah, then you got Virginia versus Abilene Christian. No surprise there. They blew them out.
Duh. That's that's a bad team.
Yeah, that would be basically in a regular season. That would be the first 4 games non-con. Total warm-up game, and then the postponed Florida State, Clemson, Miami, Georgia Tech, Wake Forest, Duke. So that's ACC football for you. We go into the Big 12.
Big 12. Ooh, Oklahoma smoked Oklahoma State.
Yeah, totally.
I had Oklahoma all the way.
I figured
some people were talking about the NFL game in the chat.
I figured something like this would happen, but like I was telling the people last week, that I wanted Oklahoma to win because it benefits Miami more, because it keeps teams like Oklahoma State from jumping us, or even getting closer to the New Year Six bowls.
Yeah, so Florida needed 2 teams to lose, and they needed Notre Dame or Clemson. I wanted
Clemson. Neither one of them played yesterday either. So
I know, but North Carolina versus Notre Dame, that's going to be a good one. Kansas State got smoked. I'm just shocked at this. I'm shocked.
45-0. And Kansas State started the season off so good too. They started
it was that quarterback Thompson. He got hurt.
Yeah, I think they started the season off at 4-0.
Yeah, because they beat it Kansas State. They beat it Oklahoma State, and then it was doing good.
They beat Oklahoma too. I think they beat Oklahoma too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Texas, Kansas got postponed, so we'll move it along.
Kansas is not they're bad, but I expect better from them this year. But okay, I was mad that Purdue lost. I had Purdue winning. That's a shocking game.
You think so?
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, yeah, I was shocked. Very, very shocked that even happened, because Purdue had the chance. I mean, they claimed it was pass interference and they called it back, so can't really say anything about that.
All right. Ohio State 7-point win against Indiana.
Purdue game.
They pulled off 14 points in the fourth quarter, but it wasn't enough.
Indiana nearly came back and beat Ohio State.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, this year in college football, anything could happen. This could have been a big upset.
And Ohio State would have been knocked out. Yeah. They would have need Clemson, Florida, a lot of teams to lose, and they would have lost this game. Wisconsin versus Northwestern. I had Northwestern winning. That's an upset.
Yeah, I thought I was going for Northwestern because I needed Wisconsin to lose, and that pretty much worked out for me. But I didn't think it was, I didn't really think that Northwestern would have beat them. But anything can happen this season. Northwestern sitting at 5-0. Crazy. And Illinois, Nebraska. Illinois pulled off the win on Nebraska. Nebraska's been terrible for the past couple of years now. I'm surprised Frost still has a job.
Penn State's worse.
Oh yeah, and speaking of
Penn State
Pitt,
0-5.
0-5, lost to Iowa yesterday by 20 points. Penn State was number 8 in the country to start off if we had a regular season. So the committee had that one so wrong.
That's an upset alert because
Triple
people got Rutgers winning. I don't know what that team name is, but they had Rutgers winning this game. Everyone says that because of how bad Michigan is playing. So that's an upset.
Michigan has been terrible this season, but they pulled it off against a Rutgers. But Rutgers was going into this game was what 1-3.
Yes, they were.
Maryland, Michigan State got canceled. All right, let's move it along here. It goes into the SEC, Pac-12.
Oregon State. I had Oregon and Oregon State winning in the Pac-12.
I wanted Oregon to lose
Why?
so that Miami was sitting at number 12. They're sitting at number 11. So I wanted them to lose that game. That way we can move in front of them. But, you know, they got it done. 3 points. Not impressed really. But they're still 3-0. So that's a good win for them.
UCLA nearly pulled the upset. Now this one was just domination, yes, even though USC is like a ranked team, but still.
Yeah.
Utah's a good team as well.
You got to look at it too. That was Utah's first game played since this whole season has started. USC had already played 2 games on top of that. So
USC nearly lost 2 games, but they kept coming back. All right, I'm gonna search up Oregon State right now because I believe they're 1 something.
They're 1-2.
Yeah, they're 1-2. So they have to face Oregon. So Oregon is ranked number 9. So you guys need Oregon. You need Oregon. What else? I really don't know. So you need Oregon.
We just need to win out our games. Because once the ACC championship goes down, the SEC, all those conference champions go down, we'll move up to where we need to be. Because some of those teams going to end up with 2 losses. We're going to be, sitting with 1.
Mm-hmm.
So we just need to finish out our season strong. Arizona lost to Washington. Arizona sitting at 0-2. Washington 2-0 right now. 44 to 20.
Washington nearly lost to Oregon State. Nearly.
And if you look at Arizona, they got all 27 points in the fourth quarter. So
they were trying to make a comeback.
No, those were garbage time points. Washington was basically playing their second and third strings.
That's tough.
Yeah. Washington State, Stanford canceled, and Colorado, Arizona State canceled.
I would have got Colorado winning.
All right. So Alabama 63-3.
Of course. Of course.
Oh,
you should know that.
God.
You know good and well Kentucky's terrible. You know that. I'm shocked they're even terrible this year. I thought it was going to be better than Louisville. Apparently not. Now, so if Kentucky lose again, then we'll be better than Kentucky, and that's why I want to happen because I hate Kentucky so much, bro. They're facing Florida next week, so that's going to be a hard one for them. Even though Florida defense sucks.
Man, that's gonna be a tough game.
For Kentucky?
Yeah, for Kentucky. Florida beat Vanderbilt.
Nearly.
Yeah, the first quarter, Vanderbilt showed that, they were somewhat in the game, and then after the second half, it was like, they don't have enough.
They just fell apart. That's all. That's the only thing we can say.
They basically don't have enough weapons to keep them going that long. But Florida came out Trask with another 3-touchdown game, 383 yards.
He has 30 TD passes and 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's basically the leader for the Heisman right now.
Trevor Lawrence is bye-bye.
Nah, Trevor Lawrence might
Now,
not
now,
be in
now,
the picture because of COVID.
I understand, but still, even with him still playing, he wouldn't beat Kyle Trask because Kyle Trask doesn't throw pick six. Says even though against Georgia,
Georgia,
but still,
Georgia
that was
improved to
pick six.
5-2. They beat Mississippi State 31.
Nearly.
They basically started JT Daniels now. He came in for his first, debut as a starter. 28 for 38, 401 yards, 4 touchdowns. That's pretty good for, first time around. So let's see if Georgia continue that because they had the same hype about Stetson Bennett the first couple games. And then they was like ready to kill him. Then they were like, okay, let's put Mathis in. Then he came in, he looked it bad. Now they were like, okay, put JT Daniel. Basically, so JT Daniel had a good game. Let's see if he continues that way. Because right now Georgia fans are high on JT Daniels because he won one game.
Over a easy team.
Right.
But even he just came off from a terrible injury from last year, so I'll give him that. Just to come back strong. Now that's hard right there. So I mean,
Tennessee
they always choke, man. That's just dumb to me.
This season, Tennessee is super horrible. Terrible.
Bro, I was mad at Arkansas. Arkansas nearly pulled off a great win. Felipe Franks did well, but I'm mad that they lost. Because
LSU this season,
they're garbage.
This kind of remind me after the 2014 Florida State team when they started going downhill.
What? Oh, they was like up and down.
No, because they won the title in 2013. Then 14 they made the playoffs, and then after that everything just went downhill.
Exactly.
This is basically what
in 2018.
But moving on, South Carolina found another way to lose a game again.
Yep.
Lost this.
Arkansas has to beat Missouri.
Yeah, and then Mississippi, Ole Miss, Texas A&M got postponed.
Corona cases.
Let's go into 2003. Well, let's go into week 13 and make some predictions here. Some early predictions. So you got Kentucky versus Florida. I'm gonna take Florida on that one. I don't have.
Yeah, Kentucky's not great this year.
Let me see what the chat thinks. Kentucky versus Florida next week. Who you guys got winning that game? I think it's a clear cut for Florida, but let me see what you guys are thinking. Florida versus Kentucky. Who you guys got?
I like that background.
Thank you. Okay,
One person says 56-14, and another person said they got UF.
Yeah.
So 2 people got UF winning.
Yeah, I think it's a short thing for Florida, to be honest. I think you meant to say UF by 35. Okay, so yeah, Florida will take that one. Florida definitely will take that game.
For sure. Just know if they lose the game, then it's probably because the contrast is hurt or something.
All right, so we got a shit bowl game here. Basically,
what? You got a what?
We got a shit bowl. We got a toilet bowl game here. Flush this one.
Arkansas. I think Arkansas is going to bounce back. Felipe Franks did an excellent job last week, and he's going to do the same. Missouri has great defense, but they have been terrible against Felipe Franks. So I got Arkansas, and Arkansas has great defense too.
Yeah.
There you go. One person said Arkansas 24-10. If Arkansas can upset against Alabama, that would be a miracle. I want Arkansas to go to the bowl this year. I really think they can. It should be LSU and then Missouri. Then they could have got smoked against Alabama, but nope.
Yeah, dude, like I said, this game won't have really no magnitude, but I'll take Arkansas.
There you go. You talking about some S-word bowl? That's messed up.
This is Alabama Auburn, the Iron Bowl.
Ooh. Now you remember last year.
Auburn
You remember last year now.
They started out this season pretty slow now, but they're
Who?
sitting at 5-2 now. Auburn.
You remember last year now when they beat Alabama, people said they got Alabama winning now. Don't be capping now.
I'm still gonna take Alabama.
I know. I'm just saying though.
I'm taking Alabama. They're in Tuscaloosa.
Dang! This person said Auburn 35-13. That's cap.
This game could be close. It could go either way. I'm taking Alabama.
I would take Alabama too. My brother's a Miami Hurricanes, Auburn, Florida, Oregon. He's a bandwagon basically, but he's a Miami Hurricanes fan for sure.
Okay, so you got Auburn, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama. Everybody, mostly
Alabama
everybody.
37-14.
All right, we can move on from that one. Mississippi Ole Miss, another shit bowl.
No, not really. Ole Miss scores high points, and they nearly pull off an upset against Alabama. If you would watch that game, I watched that game. It was nearly close. I got Ole Miss winning this one.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss too. I think their offense is a little bit more high powered than Mississippi State. So I'll
Mississippi State don't have any good offense. Their defense is all right though.
Yeah. LSU, Texas A&M. Now this should be a good one.
Boy, if y'all don't get no Texas, no, I got LSU.
LSU, Texas A&M. Who you guys got in this one? I want to see this one.
You have to root for LSU though. No cap. Don't cap. You have to root for LSU. You have to cap.
Trust me, I want LSU to win this. I need them to win this. If LSU win this game benefits Miami. I want the teams that if they lose, it benefits Miami. I want them to lose.
Yeah, I think offense is going to outpower that Texas A&M defense, and I think that LSU defense is just going to wake up finally. After all, it's a rival game. After all, and
Texas A&M.
You better not say no Texas A&M. You better root for
Texas A&M. Riding with Jimbo.
Jumbo.
LSU by 3 in an upset. LSU upset. I think Texas A&M by a field goal. All right, so that one could go either way. Georgia, South Carolina.
Bruh. South. No, I'm joking. No, South Carolina.
For trolling purposes, I'm taking South Carolina. South Carolina beat them last season. They're the undisputed champions. So for all you Georgia fans that's going to talk trash, I'm taking South Carolina. I think y'all got a good quarterback in JT Daniels. That was one game though. So let's see what he does against y'all.
Jay Frum came and beat South Carolina, and he was a better quarterback.
Let's see what they do. Let's see what he does against y'all greatest rival, South Carolina. I'm taking South Carolina. Trolling purposes only. Realistically, I'm taking Georgia to win that game. And shit bowl. Tennessee versus.
Oh, I got Vanderbilt. I got
Vanderbilt winning their first game of the season. 0-7. I don't have one in Tennessee right now. I'm taking Vanderbilt.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, see, people got Vandy winning.
I'm taking Vanderbilt.
Yeah, for sure. And plus, Tennessee always choke.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking Vanderbilt.
Vandy just because. I'm done.
I don't think Vanderbilt going to lose the whole entire season. But when I made the Gator video, their season, prediction video, Vanderbilt was one of those teams that was on there, and I told everybody I consider Vanderbilt to be a joke. And they've proven me right so far this whole season.
I'm going to Louisville for college. Hold on. No. Oh.
All right. This goes into the Pac-12. Both teams
Stanford.
are still 0-2. Another shit bowl. California, Cali versus Stanford. I'll take Stanford.
Oh, I got Stanford just because.
And then you got Oregon State versus Oregon.
Oregon. I think Oregon State can pull off an upset. And plus you have to go for them anyway. You have to go for Oregon State.
I want Oregon State to win. Just because. This is Miami purposes. I want Oregon.
This is my Thanksgiving wish, please. Just beat Oregon. I just want to Ducks over beat. I understand that Oregon is a better team, but think about it. If Oregon State, because Oregon State is like the top 10 best defense in the country right now, so it's just their offense that sometimes stinks. So Oregon doesn't have a really great defense because it obviously shows that they almost lost. They nearly lost. Nearly lost.
Right, so realistically, I think Oregon's gonna win that game. But if I have it my way, Oregon State to win. And then you have Washington versus Washington State. I don't really care who wins that game, but I'll just take Washington for the hell of it.
I got Washington. I think Washington, because every year Washington always beat Washington State. The last time Washington State beat Washington was when they had Leaf, the quarterback who was drafted to San Diego. You know him, right?
No, I don't keep up with Oregon at all, to be honest.
Colorado versus UCLA. I got Colorado. Even though Buffaloes.
I'm taking US. And then Utah versus Arizona State. I'm going to go with actually I just seen Utah got blowed out. I'm gonna take Arizona State on that one.
Bruh. Arizona State?
Yeah, I'm gonna take them over Utah. Then you have Arizona, UCLA. I'm taking UCLA on that one. They gave Oregon a good fight. I think it'll be enough to beat Arizona.
I see.
Well, that conference kind of shitty.
Do you do NFL too?
Nah, I stay away from the NFL. Nebraska, Iowa.
I already call it Iowa.
I'm taking Iowa. Iowa's at home.
There you go.
Frost haven't proven anything to me since he's been at what you call it?
Penn State. Since they faced Penn State. Penn State is just a pain in the butt.
Ohio State versus Illinois. I'm going.
Boy, you don't get no Ohio State from man.
I'm taking Ohio State. Feels
if Illinois beat Wisconsin last year, so if they do beat Ohio State, then I'm gonna laugh, but that's not gonna happen though. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta take I still got Ohio State winning, but it would be funny if it was an upset. But anyway, let's keep going.
Yeah, I'm taking Ohio State. Then you got Maryland versus
Maryland.
Indiana. I'm gonna go with Indiana.
Bruh.
I'm taking Indiana on that one. Indiana look more impressive than Maryland does.
What? Record don't matter.
Indiana.
It really doesn't.
Penn State versus Michigan. This is the one I want everybody's opinion on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Penn State versus Michigan.
If y'all don't get y'all a Michigan fan, bro, you Maryland because of Tua's younger brother. Yeah, little brother. So what? It shows that if because people said Penn State was going to smoke Maryland. That didn't happen. I understand it's Penn State. That's an upset. They beat Minnesota. That's an upset. So,
Yeah,
I mean, what do I have to say?
I'm gonna take Michigan. I want to see Penn State go undefeated, go defeat the whole season. Then
You mentioned
Wisconsin,
the team.
Wisconsin versus Minnesota.
I
going
got far behind on Minnesota. I got the golden Gophers.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Wisconsin on that one. They'll bounce
Bruh.
back. And then you have Northwestern versus Michigan State.
Northwestern.
Yeah, I'll take Northwestern and continue. Michigan State is so I don't even know what to say about them. Rutgers, Purdue. I'll take Purdue on that one.
For real. I want records to be good this year, but apparently shows they don't want to be good.
All right, moving on into the Big 12. You got Iowa versus Texas. Now, this should be a showdown. This should be a good matchup. Who you guys are taking in this one, Iowa State or Texas?
I got Texas. I think Texas, yes, even though I just believe in Texas.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Texas on that one too. But it should be interesting to see. I think Texas in this game is better than Miami more too, so I'll go with that. Texas Tech or Oklahoma State.
Who?
Oklahoma State versus Texas Tech. I'll take.
Bruh, y'all get your trash behind Oklahoma State, bruh. I got Texas. Yeah, I got Oklahoma State. Kansas versus Baylor. Baylor's bad this year. Last year they was like really, really good. I got Kansas winning. I got Kansas State winning.
Yeah, I got Kansas State too. Last season, Baylor actually went up against Georgia in a New Year's Six bowl where they came up short. But to see them go from that to this, that's surprising.
I mean, they don't have their good defense anymore. Matt Rule's gone. You have a weird head coach.
Now this one should be a good game. Now
Oklahoma versus West Virginia.
Virginia. I'm gonna go out of my way. And look for the upset in this one. I'm gonna go with West Virginia on this one for the upset. I'm going for the upset on that one. That's gonna be my upset.
So you rather pick West Virginia over Spencer Rattler?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the upset in this one.
You capping though. It's all right though. Let's keep going.
For me, this is gonna be my upset of the week.
Upset of the week? Oh heck no! All right, let's keep going though.
TCU, Kansas.
TCU, Kansas is not great this year. They suck.
If Kansas gonna get a win on the season, TCU probably would be it. But I'm gonna take TCU.
Exactly, my nigga. Let's go.
All right.
Let's do Sun Belt.
To finish it, I don't do Power Fives enough. I only do the Power Fives.
You know Sun Belt?
Nah.
Oh.
All right, so we got Notre Dame, North Carolina.
Notre Dame, bruh. I got Notre Dame just for fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Notre Dame. North Carolina is not impressive at all, to be honest with you. I can't take them seriously after they lost to Florida State this season. I just can't.
Your mind's still stuck on the upset how they lost to Florida State?
Yeah, I'm taking Notre Dame on that one.
I understand. I got Notre Dame winning too, but oh no, this is like poor Syracuse, my boy. I got North Carolina State. You got North Carolina State. Let's ride.
Yeah, there ain't no question about that one.
It won't even be a close game, bruh.
The North Carolina Notre Dame game. Who do you guys got? I see one Notre Dame. It said North Carolina just to not out of the playoffs. Now, if
Notre Dame, I want to see Notre Dame versus Alabama. Now that would be a fun one.
I wouldn't mind seeing North Carolina beat Notre Dame though, but realistically, I don't think that'll happen.
You don't think that would happen? North Carolina nearly beat Clemson last year, and I was dying for someone to beat Clemson.
That was last year. They're nowhere close to doing that this season.
I mean, I understand that they lost to Florida State, but
Right, so,
Pittsburgh versus Clemson. If you don't give me no Pittsburgh Panthers, bruh, I know something. Don't say Clemson. Don't say Clemson, because if you got Clemson, you need Clemson to lose now.
I do got Clemson winning this game. But what
you don't want Miami to go in the playoffs.
As a Miami Hurricane fan, I want Pitt to win this game. I want this to be an upset also. But realistically, I think Clemson will beat Pitt.
But Pittsburgh has a good defense.
They had a good defense when we played them and we beat them. They had a good defense.
Okay, you go a little too far now.
They had a good defense when Notre Dame beat them 45-3. So I think Clemson get that done.
You going a little too far now. You go a little too far.
You say Clemson big because they're mad. Yeah, Florida State stood them up yesterday, so I know they're gonna be pretty mad going into that game. They'll blow the brakes off Pitt.
For the dub.
Louisville versus Boston College. Well, you a Louisville. Please. So I know you're gonna go with Louisville, but I'm taking Boston College on this one.
No, I knew it. I hate you for that.
At home, and they're a more complete team than you guys are.
Oh my gosh, that's not nice.
Hey,
you're a bully for that. You're a bully.
Duke versus Georgia Tech. That's a shit bowl. I'm gonna take Georgia Tech because if we play Georgia Tech, it would be better to have them with an extra win than an extra loss. I'm just looking out for Miami interest in this one.
That's not nice.
With Georgia Tech. And we have Florida State versus Virginia. I'm taking Virginia big. I don't have no confidence in Florida State, none whatsoever. They have half of a team. They have half of a team right now.
Who?
I'm taking Virginia big. I think Virginia Blues out Florida State.
Can you change your pick to Louisville, please?
Nah, not happening, son.
Just do it.
Put it like this. That game will be a toss-up. Anybody cool.
That's not nice. So
man, like
man, I really think we're gonna get Boston College, bro. Go Knowles, bro. You're a Knowles fan? Hold up.
Jordan is a Knowles fan.
Poor you. I feel sorry for you, my dude.
You said FSU because they need a dub.
They need a big time bleed.
I'm taking Virginia later points.
Virginia.
Whatever the spread is, I think Virginia gonna make it. Florida State don't have a team right now. But, that's pretty much it for today, man. We had a pretty good show. So thank you guys for coming through. Thank you, Gerald Sports, for joining me, man.
No problem.
Have a good day, man.
You too.
Alrighty. Yeah, so thank you guys for coming through today. Appreciate everybody. Make sure y'all hit that like button if you haven't already. And y'all have a good day. NFL. Well, let me see what's going on with the NFL real quick. Let's see what the scores are looking like before we get out of here.
Daddy?
What?
What is that in there about?
Just go. Stop asking questions that you don't need to know the answers to.
What is that about? You have stuff in my computer. I know what it's.
Okay, bye. Everybody want to hang out and look at stuff that don't belong to them. My kids are crazy.
There's 4 Daddy, I know which belongs.
All right. Bye. Okay, so scoreboards. Let's see what's going on. So the Dolphins down by 3 to the Broncos. I'm pretty sure most of you guys are probably Dolphin fans. So at this moment, they're not looking too good. But it's only 3 points. They got plenty of time to make that up. The Jets are losing. No surprise there. The Chargers are winning that game 24-13. The Jets are sitting at 0-9. Sheesh. Trash. Halftime, Packers are up 28-14 over the Colts. Halftime, oh my God. The Cowboys are winning. Cowboys are up 16-7 over the Vikings. That's a surprise. The Browns are 7-3. Wow. Browns beat the Eagles. Eagles sitting at 3-6-1. That whole conference with the Eagle and the Cowboys and all of them, this season is just pure trash. Saints beat the Falcons. No surprise there. Saints sitting at 8-2. 24-9. Falcons, yeah, they suck. The Washington football team beat the Bengals. Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow. You inherited a bad team. Feel bad for you. That might be the same future for Trevor Lawrence going into the Jets. Because I do think that's where he end up. The Lions lose to the Panthers 20-0. And mediocre teams that don't have no playoff aspirations right now. Steelers beat the Jaguars. Steelers are sitting at 10-0. Wow. 27-3. Man, Steelers having a good season. Then Tennessee Titans over the Ravens by 6. That looked like it was a good game. Tennessee pulled it off in the fourth quarter. Patriots lose to the Texans. Cam Newton's. I'm not sure if Cam Newton's gonna have a. I don't think he's gonna have a season next year. And tonight, 8:20, you got the Chiefs and Raiders. I'm gonna take the Chiefs on that one. Thursday night football. Yeah, the Seahawks beat the Cardinals, and then Monday night football, my Rams will take on the Buccaneers. So the Buccaneers are a 4.5-point favorite in that one, but we'll see what's going on. Bye weeks: Bills, Bears, Giants, 49ers. All right, guys. Y'all have a good day. That's it for me. Go Canes. Love y'all. Make sure y'all hit that like button on the way out for me. All righty.